Well guys, this is part 6 of the office renovation video. Well, before us here you see these little black L-shaped looking bracket thingies. Well, these are the supports that I'm going to use for the desktop. Probably for the back half anyways. If it needs, I'm going to use kind of a spindle or something for the front leg support, you know, every 4 feet or something. But these should be strong enough. The rating on them claimed they had a 200-pound weight rating. So yeah, you know, in theory, you should be able to stand on them and they wouldn't buckle. That's providing that they're screwed into something solid. So yeah, I'm going to use these screws. They're number 14 1.5" screw. And what my plan is here is to follow the stud. I'm not sure if the camera's picking it out here, but one of the bonuses about not having perfected you know, drywall is you can tell where the studs are by the you know, nail pops or screw pops, those little dimples, right? So what I'm going to do is screw the brackets on, you know, through these holes into the studs using an 1.5" screw. Now I have 3/8 drywall, so yeah, there's going to be a good inch into the wood itself. That should be good enough. You know, like I said, it's just for a couple of computers. I'm not dancing on it or you know, rebuilding motors. It's not a workbench or anything in the garage. But yeah, I've got them spaced out here on every 16 on center here. So I know I probably could get away with you know, only putting one every second, but again, I'm gonna overbuild it. And if it works, the counter is going to make a bit of a curve and come out to about that blue mark there on the wall. And of course that little corner there is going to be what I'm going to call the printer corner. And you know, there'll be probably a computer here and then a bit of a writing corner as well as another computer-ish right here. But yeah guys, let's start marking on the wall where we want our brackets. So what we'll start on doing is measuring up. Okay guys, I'm not sure if you can make it out, but there's a mark on the wall here. You know, I've gone along and I've done it to every part where I'm going to put the little brackets up. The mark is at 31.5. The way I figure is time you add a sheet of 3/4 and then another sheet of 1/2 inch on top of that, it'll be just about right at the perfect writing height. 35 is too tall and 30 is too short, so I figure that's about perfect. So yeah, we'll you know, put the bracket up there, you know, keeping in mind that little mark. And then what we'll do is we'll mark out those holes on the wall. And I'll give her a bit of a pre-drill just so my, you know, number 14 screw doesn't snap, because again, the studs in this house are very, very tough. They're not made out of your standard spruce that there is nowadays. And pretty much start screwing them in. So yeah, let's get at her. Well guys, just got the brackets all mounted onto the wall here. I've decided to leave a bit of a space here at this end, as you see, between that bracket and this one here. I'm not going to put the 9th one up because eventually I'm going to get me a filing cabinet, and I'd like to put it right there. And that's about the right distance between the gable end, which is about where that blue mark's going to be, and that bracket there. But for now, I have a couple of spaces in between, like there and there, that I can put the smaller filing cabinets right now. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to put me a double up, like a 2-drawer wide filing cabinet there. But yeah, you know, we got the brackets all mounted on. You know, there's going to be another gable end right here that's going to shoot up, and it should clear, you know, right about there on the light switch, hopefully. But you know, and then the cupboards, I'm not sure if you can see the mark there on the wall, but the cupboards are going to run this way, you know, and then there'll be a spacer here in the corner. And then the cupboards are going to run right across here, and then again a little spacer in both of these corners, and then it'll run to this gable end here, and then there'll be another section of cupboards right here, as well as another one there as it rounds the corner. But yeah guys, you got the brackets all mounted here. And now it's pretty much go time to mount the strapping for the upper, you know, cupboards and everything. So guys, I'll get on that, and of course I'll check back in. So guys, I have the some of the strapping up on this one wall. As you can see, there's a gap at that end and a gap at that end. Of course, I've got to fill, you know, those gaps in, but I got to run them on the saw to cut them. And of course it's laid out, you know, so, and I don't think the old neighbors would appreciate me running my saw this time of night. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for tonight. This will probably be a 2-part video, and in the next part here we'll put up the rest of the strapping on the walls and see how far we get. So guys, we'll catch you in part 2. Well guys, here we go. Beautiful spring day. As you see here, of course, it's daylight now. We're going to trim down our strapping strips, or whatever you want to call them. The wonderful lumber yard in our area has a rule that they won't do any cuts under 12 inches. So therefore, the strapping strips that I got cut are only 12 inches wide. So what I'm going to do is run them through the saw a second time and make them 6 inches wide. Then that way, you know, they'll look better on the wall, and you know, the material will stretch further as well. But yeah guys, you know, hopefully the neighbor don't get too mad with the noise, and let's you know, get her done. Well guys, we got our strips cut here. You know, of course, these are the ones that are going on the wall behind the cupboards to help hold them to the wall. Yeah, I cut them on my handy dandy Mastercraft Maximum table saw. Actually, there's a bit of a story behind the saw. I found this saw in this scrap bin probably 7-8 years ago now. And all that was really wrong with it was a little issue with the switch. And it's been a good saw ever since. I just, only thing I wish is I would have dug in for more of the accessories. But yeah, anyways guys, we have our, you know, chop saw here, and we're going to start cutting on the, pretty much shortening the boards to the measurements I need. So yeah, well, again, let's get her done. So guys, just got the wood all cut there. Those are our missing pieces that I need for the office project, you know, so far anyway. But yeah, like I said, you know, you never know what you're going to find in the garbage until you look, you know. Like I said, the only regret that I have about that is I didn't get the, you know, accessories for it. Like the miter gauge and the extra blade and a few things like that. But, you know, it came with the fence, which was the bonus. And yeah, it probably was a return because it had a defective switch, which, you know, has been working fine to me with some minor cleaning. And of course, even the same with the old chop saw here. It's a Delta. It was on clearance at the old Canadian Tire. I believe I got it for like 80 bucks as well. So, you know, good enough. There are fancier ones nowadays that have the lasers and, you know, they do the multiple cuts and all that. But, you know, this is all I need. But guys, so let's go in and slap these on the wall. So guys, just a little update for you. Well, you know, of course, came back inside, got our pieces up on the walls here. We got, you know, the full-size pieces right here, which I'm probably not going to remove. I'm going to probably just leave them up because, well, they're up and they're fine. You know, they're secure to the wall. Then we have the pieces that I started to cut, that you've seen us cut right here. Got them all mounted up on the wall as well. Then I'm starting to mount this guy all here. And yeah, I got the first screw in, just threw the old level on her, and yeah, she's looking fairly decent. You know, then I'm going to probably measure down about 30 inches and put the bottom board in, probably about, we'll say level with the bottom of the light switch there, ish. And, you know, once that's done, I'll go over it again, make sure everything's tightened, everything's near the screw where she needs to be. And then we can start hanging our cabinets. But yeah, guys, she's coming along fairly good. So yeah, let's get back at her and see how far we get. Well guys, we got the strapping up for the cupboards all the way around the room now. You know, we've got the desktop brackets all in place, as you've seen in this video. You know, this was a two-parter video because I couldn't run the ones I needed to cut through the saw at the time of night I was filming the other half. But guys, you know, that's pretty much it for this video. I'm just in the process of cleaning up for right now, and yeah, well, you know, we got a lot done. We got everything we needed to get done for this part squared away. So in this video here, we're going to be hanging the cabinets, as you see before us here. We picked up some discount cabinets probably back in December, somewhere around there, January, December, and in anticipation for this project. So yeah, now we're going to hang them. So what I've done is I've gone around and marked out on the wall where I think the cabinets would be best suited. Like this cabinet here, she's a 30 by 30. So what I've done is I've marked up here 30 by 30, which then gives you an idea of the usable space next to it. Now this space I'm leaving open for a 32-inch computer monitor, so there won't be a cabinet there. I had originally thought about putting a whatever it would be, a 36 by 12. Let's just say this guy here, you know, above it. That's sort of what I picked that one up for. But if I were to hang that above it, then the cabinet would come down to here. Then the monitor would almost be down to the desktop height, which wouldn't be a bad thing. But I'm also planning on using it as a TV as well, so I'm going to kind of want it to be up a little as well. But yeah, then over here, I've got me a 30 by 12, another one here. Now, if I measure, leaving over 13 inches from the wall for the other row of cabinets, if I measure over, then I have exactly enough room to put the 30 by 12, you know, right in here. So guys, of course, and then over on this wall here, I've got two 36ers by 30s. And then in this corner here, I have a couple of smaller ones I'll probably put in here just to fill. My original plan was to wrap around and have another cabinet on this wall. But what I might do is I might leave that cabinet off that wall for now and see how it looks. I always can add it at a later date because, well, I have the cabinet, right? So guys, let's get at her and see what happens. Well guys, just installing the cabinets. You know, I got the little guy up there in the corner and I got the big guy up here. I'm gonna have to scoot the little guy, you know, over a bit. It's not hitting when she opens, but I think I'm gonna make a little bit of a, you know, slide out. I do have some inches on this side that I can work with. But yeah guys, you know, I had to do a little redneck invention here. A little ledge for the, you know, cabinet to sit on while I'm screwing, because, well, it's kind of hard to you know, do both and hold the cabinet too. But guys, of course, we're just moving on along here, and I'll check in when a little further along. You know, sometimes things don't go exactly the way you think they're supposed to, or they think they should. My plan there was to put a 36, a 30, and another 36 along this wall to have, you know, a couple of big cabinets. But instead, you know, I've got a 30, a 14, and then a 28. Because I was short by just a few inches, you know. Hey, that's, guess the way it goes, you know. But yeah, I'll get these mounted on the walls here. I'm using a number 14 panhead Robertson screw. You know, 1.5 inch long. They should be plenty. Again, I'm going through the you know, the 5/8 spruce into the 3/8 drywall, you know, then into the stud. So, because I wasn't 100% certain that I'd be able to hit a stud through the cupboard, you know. So that's why I strapped the walls, which actually turned out to be a fairly decent decision. But guys, of course, just keep on keeping on, you know, roll with the challenges as they pop up. Well guys, here we are again, little update for you. It's pretty much the end of the night here. I'm considering shutting her down for the night. I left a bit of a space here on this end. Part of it is a plan, not sure on the decision yet. I might put another cabinet right here, and if that's the case, then this blank spot pays off. And if that's not the case, then either I can blank it out with a filler strip, which is I was kind of expecting that, or maybe I can build a fancy little shelf there for CDs or something. But yeah, we got the cabinets all up here. You know, same in this corner here. I gotta put a filler strip that goes from here across, and then I think I may have to reposition this cabinet just slightly into the filler strip a little. And what I'm probably going to end up doing is boxing this off here and making a little cubby, right, like a shelf right here. Then there'll be possibly a bulletin board type of thingy here, or I might just take this off altogether, and you know, I gotta fill some holes anyway, a couple of nicks that I made. And then, like I said, over here is another cabinet. And then a well is right beside it, is the space for the monitor. And again, of course, I still have to make filler strip for this end, you know, in between the wall and the cabinet. But yeah, guys, you know, they're okay cabinets. They're an economy grade cabinet. They're not something you'd find by far in a very, very expensive home. You know, they'd be good in your basement, good in your garage, good in your laundry room. They're, you know, like I said, they're an economy grade cabinet. But guys, you know, we got a lot done in this video. You know, you've seen us do the brackets here for the desktop. You've seen us do the strapping for the, you know, cabinets, right? And then you've seen us hung the cabinets as well. Needs to be some more little fine finishing touches here before we can go for paint on the cabinets. But, you know, of course, that's in another part of the video. So as always, thank you for watching Maxwell's World. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.